big green smoothie post-workout. Alright, so if you've watched any of my other videos, you guys will know I work in a supplement, kind of like natural health food store. So I talk to a lot of people about health, about nutrition, and differing views on opinions about, veganism and meat eating and this sort of thing. And I hear it all. And I try and be pretty polite most of the time. But this gentleman said something to me last night that really, really got to me. And I just wanted to share it with you guys, see what you think. So the gentleman I was speaking with, he's an older gentleman, and he's trying to gain a little bit of muscle. So, he looks at my physique, and I can see him kind of sizing me up, and he's like, well, what do you take? And I tell him I don't take any supplements. I said I get my nutrition from food. I'm a nutritionist. I believe that we can get everything we need from our diet. So, of course, he brings up, well, what do you eat? You must have to eat a lot of protein. You must eat a lot of meat. In which case I tell him, no, I'm a vegan. I don't eat any meat. This is all I've made from plants. I don't consume any animal products. In which point he turns to me and he says, I don't mind vegans, but I have one problem with them. And of course, I have no idea what this guy's going to say, but I hear it all. He says to me, when they come to your house for dinner, they expect you to cook them a vegan meal, right? And I said, yeah, of course, right? Yeah, definitely. And then he says, so when I go to their house, why don't they cook me steak or bacon or something like that? And I was blown away. I didn't really know what to say to the guy. I said, well, you're completely comparing two different things. I said, one of them's eating food is a necessity. Eating meat is not a necessity. And he said, well, for some of us it is. And I said, well, I think that's up for debate. And there's no reason why we need to eat meat. And I didn't want to argue with this guy because I'm in the store. I'm trying to be a good employee. I'm trying to, keep the guy fairly happy so he comes back and spends more money there and I continue to have a job. But he just won't let it go. So he said, I expect when I go to a vegan's house for dinner that they have a nice big juicy steak for me. And the only thing I could say to him was, trying to open this guy's eyes up is, yeah, but one involves the death of a living being, and the other one doesn't. The other one is just good nutrition. And he says, well, there's lots of different factors there. He says there's the ways that they kill it. There's humane killing and that sort of thing. And right then, I had to bite my tongue. I couldn't say anything else to the guy. I just said, well, we have differing opinions on that. I'm not ever going to cook anybody meat that comes to my house, and I don't think he wanted to hear that, and I don't think I'm going to be having him over for supper anytime soon, but that was just something that I experienced at work, and it's just been kind of rattling around in my head, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So if you have anything to say on that, comment down below. If you want to hear some more of my stories about working at like a health food store where people are just constantly wanting to know why I don't drink whey protein or why I don't take all the supplements in there, holler down below, comment, like, subscribe if you want to see more of this, and let's get this vegan movement going, guys. Peace.